Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Carol, and in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you guys some things that I think you should know before moving to Poland. I wanted to do this video because I know that a lot of people who watch my channel are planning on coming to Poland, and I just wanted to kind of help you in terms of managing your expectations and to also just share with you some things that might help you once you get to Poland in terms of just settling down in the country. So I do hope that this video will be useful to you. So before I start, I just want to mention that I stay in a small city called Lublin, so some of the things that I might share with you might not be relevant if you plan on relocating to a different city, so just bear that in mind. The first thing that I wanted you guys to know is that although Poland is located in Central Europe and it's surrounded by first world countries, it is actually not considered a first world country, and it is more of a second world country. And this is something that I didn't know when I came here, so obviously I had like first world expectations and stuff like that, and when I came here I was like, huh? What's going on? Because I had never heard of the country and I had also not done my research, so I just came with this thing of, well, if it's surrounded by first world countries, it's probably up there with the first world countries. But that's actually not the case. I just wanted you guys to know this so that you can just manage your expectations and perhaps bring them down a few notches, because when I came here I wanted to leave as soon as I got here because it was not what I expected, especially the city that I stay in. I was kind of disappointed, and it actually took me a while kind of just come to terms with the reality that, well, this is the country that you're in and you just have to make it work. So yeah, do your research about the country so that you know what you're getting yourself into, so that you don't get disappointed as I did when I moved to Poland. The other thing that I want you guys to know is that Poland is not an English speaking country. Their official language is Polish, so you will find that the majority of the population does not speak English, especially in the city that I stay in. So this is also going to affect your job opportunities and stuff like that. I actually do get a lot of questions concerning that, and I wanted you guys to just know that if you plan on coming to Poland and you want to work like full-time or part-time and support yourself as a student, then I would advise that perhaps try to look into bigger cities where either it's a touristy kind of city where a lot of the population will speak English. It's just developed in that nature. It will be easier for you to get a job than it would be if you stay in a small city like I do, where the majority of the population actually does not speak English. So just bear that in mind. It's so bad for us in Lublin, so much so that we are only limited to working during the summer break, because that's when we have the liberty to go and stay in a different city and work there and kind of just, I don't know, make some money. Unless if you have a way of commuting every day from a different city to your school in Lublin. I don't know if people do that, but for me personally that would be just way too hectic. But yeah, so just make sure that if supporting yourself is a big part of your relocation, then please do a lot of research on the city that you want to go to, so that you know things don't end up going sideways for you. I cannot speak for everybody. That has just been my personal experience. So if you have a different experience working or finding jobs in Lublin, please do share with the community down in the comment section below. We would actually like to hear from you. I had actually tried to give you guys a change of scenery and decided to film this video in my living room. But judging from the background noise that I'm picking up, that might not have been the best idea. So my apologies for that, but you are just gonna have to put up with it, okay? Because we are already here. Another thing that I wanted you guys to know is that Poland is such a beautiful country, and it has such beautiful cities which are uniquely beautiful. You will rarely find cities that look exactly the same. Like if you go to Warsaw, it's a totally different vibe. You go to Gdańsk, it's a totally different vibe. It's like you're completely going to a different country altogether. You go to Sopot, Krakow. They are all very unique and beautiful in their own way. I wanted you guys to know this so that when you come, you do not confine yourself to just the city that you have decided to settle in, but rather explore. I found out this because of the pandemic, because when you get your Polish visa, it gives you access to a number of European countries. So when I came here, my plan was to gallivant around the continent, travel and explore, but the Rona happened and we couldn't travel. I mean, people can, but I don't like to, I'm not that adventurous. I don't like to travel in times of uncertainty. So I had to put that off for a while, but I also didn't want to be just staying in Lublin. So I started to go to different cities and I was like, wow, this country is actually so beautiful, you know? So yeah. Take your time and trust me, it's not even that expensive to go to a different city, especially if you travel as a group of friends. It's so affordable and the experience is actually quite worth it. Don't just keep yourself in the city that you are staying in. Explore and enjoy the country, okay? Next thing you should know before moving to Poland, especially if you're coming from an African country, is that Poland is a very cold country. I kid you not, this country is cold. It's going to be like nothing you've ever experienced before. If you think you've experienced cold in your life and you've never left your country in Africa, trust me, it's going to be something else. I say this to say, to be honest with you, our winter jackets, they are not gonna cut it. They are not going to cut it, because trust me, you know, this year we had temperatures as low as -20 in Lublin where I stay, and in other regions of the country they had up to -30. So don't waste your luggage space, luggage allowance, what is it called, those kgs that you get given when you're traveling by air. Don't waste them bringing coats that were made for African weather, because they're not gonna work. So just bring your money if you can, bring your African food if you can, but just don't waste those kgs on coats, because trust me, you're going to feel like you're naked. You might think, this is heavy enough, it will do. It will not, okay? It will not. Just get clothes from Poland that are meant for Polish winters. That's the only way you're gonna survive in this winter. Next point is specifically for the ladies. So if you do plan on coming to Poland, you need to know that you are not going to be able to find our shades of makeup in drugstores. My God, I wish I had known this before I left home. Then I would have come with a bunch of concealers and foundations and stuff like that, because I'm a drugstore kind of girl. I don't like to be spending my coins on high-end makeup or anything like that. That's just not me. But well, yeah, you can't find your shades in drugstores. However, you'll be able to find them in like your higher mid-range to higher end stores like Sephora's and stuff like that. Shops that store high-end brands like your Estee Lauders, your Dior, your NARS and stuff like that. So when you see us wearing these foundations and stuff, we actually do not have a choice. We don't have a choice, because that's what's accessible to us. So just bear that in mind, and if you're like me and you're a drugstore girl, then just come with as much as you can, because I mean, foundations do last us quite a bit of time. If you bring a few bottles, you're going to be good for your duration here. If you plan on just, I don't know, having a 3-year degree or whatever, then you're gonna be good. Whilst we are on the topic of beauty and all the other joys of being a woman, I also wanted to let you guys know that in terms of hair stuff, you will be able to get these things in Poland. People actually ask me, can you get braids and stuff like that? Yes, you can, but unfortunately they are going to be a little bit more expensive than they would have been at home. Like, listen, the prices are just ridiculous, okay? But yeah, you can get them. Just be prepared to part with your coins. Next few points I have will be relevant to you when you move to Poland and you're in the country. I just wanted to share these with you guys so that perhaps you can just, like I said, have an easier experience settling down and just, you know, getting to know the country and all that, because my experience was wild. Like, moving to Poland was wild. The culture shock was too much. I didn't know anything, and then just trying to navigate through the whole process, it was a bit hectic. So if I can help you guys with one or two things, then I am happy to do so. So my next point is that you can get anywhere, I mean anywhere and everywhere, with public transport. Listen, when I think of the amount of money that I spent on Bolt, I want to kick a wall. Like, I really just want to kick a wall, because some of it was absolutely unnecessary, but of course I was new and I didn't know, so I just had to. Because of that reason, I'm gonna be kind enough to place a tutorial at the end of this video. It's gonna show you guys how you can use the Bast app and save your coins. I mean, most of us are coming here as students, and whenever you can save that extra cash, I personally am willing to save that extra cash. So yeah, I'm gonna share with you guys the tutorial. And yeah, and the public transport is actually very affordable. It's charged per minute, so obviously most rides are going to be 30 minutes or so, which is like 1 zloty 60. Before the pandemic, we used to get on bus cards. Like, those were so affordable, and they'll be valid for like a month. So you just pay beginning of the month and you're good to go for the whole month. And it was very affordable. It was like around 45 zlotys, but I heard that the price has gone up. I'm not sure to how much, because I mean, at this point for me or anybody else, it's actually pointless to be paying for your bus card, because I mean, we are out of the house like once a week, maybe twice, you know, because there really isn't much that we can do. So yeah, now I just buy tickets whenever I go out and stuff like that. The thing that I want you guys to know before moving to Poland, if you are coming as a student, is that we actually have a lot of student discounts, especially with transportation. You'll find that we get 50% off. Again, if I think of the money that I spent paying full tickets, I just want to kick a wall. Like, how I could have just used half of the money, but again, I didn't know. So yeah, we get 50% off like long, what are they called, like long distance rides. You are gonna get 50% off. And when you are going to like museums and stuff like that, there will also be student discounts. Come here. However, you actually have to be a student, and you need to have your student card. Not only that, but you need to have your student card. What is it called? Let me get my student card for you and show you. We're back. Okay, so what I wanted to say is, you will get your student card, right? This is the back of your student card, and every semester we get a sticker like this. So for you to be eligible for the discounts, you need to have a sticker for the semester, because on this sticker there's like a date. They're valid for like 3 months. Every sticker is valid for like 3 months, 4 months, because that's how long a semester is. So just make sure that before you claim student discounts, you actually have your sticker for the semester, because if you don't, and if you get caught, you're gonna have to pay a pretty big fine. Where are you going? So if you're benefiting from this information that I'm giving to you guys for free, please subscribe to my channel. I'll give you 5 seconds to do that. Thank you. So the next point that I wanted to share with you guys is, you need to know a few basic Polish phrases. This is going to help you when you need to ask for help from a Polish person. I personally find that if I approach a Polish person and say hello in English, they are not as open and inviting. But if you say hello in Polish and you ask and you just try to speak a little Polish, like, do you speak English? And stuff like that, they are more willing to help you than if you just walk up to them and say, hello, do you speak English in English? Do you get what I'm saying? Let's know a few basic phrases like, hello, do you speak English? How much is this? And stuff like that. Because although you have started the conversation in Polish, you can always now go to your Google Translate and continue the rest of your conversation with Google Translate. And they are more willing to even do that because you put forth some effort, and they actually like it when people try, to speak Polish. So just know a few phrases, they will come in quite handy. Next point is very important. Oh my gosh, I went to bed hungry because of this, but that's a story for another day. Okay, when I say okay, I'm being a little bit extra, but anyway, what I wanted to say is that banks are closed on Saturdays. I don't know about you guys, but in my country, our banks are open for half a day on Saturdays. Here, they are completely closed. I didn't know this. My money finished on a Friday. I hadn't set up a Polish bank account, and I'm like, wow, it's not a big deal. I'll just go to Western Union on Saturday. Saturday where? You guys. Anyway, so yeah, just know that if you haven't set up your Polish bank account yet, make sure you have your monies for the weekend. Make sure you're good for the weekend on a Friday, because Saturday going through to Monday, you're not gonna find banks open. I don't know. I think there are a few branches that open on Sunday. I don't know which ones, but 3 different Polish bank accounts that I have do not open on Saturdays. So that one is a bit tricky. To be safe, just know that banks are closed on Saturdays. And the other thing is pretty much everything is closed on Sunday as well, except for maybe restaurants and one shop called Żabka. That's the only thing that you're going to find open on a Sunday. Like, the Polish people are such, I don't know if I should call them religious people, but yeah, they're Catholics and they take their religion and Sunday very seriously. So you're not gonna find anything open on a Sunday. So yeah guys, that's it from me. I tried to make this video as short as possible because I had noticed that I, for some reason, was starting to make quite long videos. I don't know what was going on, but yeah, I'm trying to go back to the 10-minute ones. But yeah, if you did enjoy this video, please do give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, share with your friends, your uncles, your cousins, and everybody. I will catch you in the next one.
Guys, all the apps here are going to be important when you're in Poland, but the one for the bus is the one called Jak dojedź. I'm not sure if I have said that correct, but the one that looks like a tick is the bus app. Once you open the bus app, at the top you're going to see that there's a starting point. Normally the app will just pick up your current location and use it. You don't have to physically enter anything. And then where it says where you're going, that's where you put the address of the place that you're going. And once you've done that, you're going to get different options of different buses that you can get at different times, as you can see here. So once you've chosen a specific bus that's gonna work for you and your time, you can either click where it says navigate on the bottom left corner, or you can just swipe to the right and you're going to see a map. So what this map does for you is, at point B is where you are starting, and that is your bus stop, and it's going to help you navigate to that point. Point B will be your final destination, and when your final destination is not right next to the bus stop where you get off, the app is also going to show you how you can walk the few meters left to your final destination. Yeah, how nice. So it's pretty impossible to get lost with this application. Here you can see that the bus that I have chosen is leaving in 6 minutes. That's when you hear me saying in my vlogs, oh, I have to run before I miss my bus, because very rarely will you find a bus being late. If it's leaving at 10:20, best believe it's gonna leave at 10:20. On a few occasions, like this happens like, I don't know, once a month, it will be 5 minutes late and nothing more than that. The buses are always on time. So yeah, you will have to be time conscious with this one.